Hey there, it is Friday, and I expect my little one to come just running through the door any minute, probably really excited because it is his last day of school before spring break. And I personally am extremely excited about that because that means we don't have to adhere to such a strict schedule. But I wanted to get on real quick, and I had promised several days in a row of a meal prep series. And today I'm going to show you one of my favorite meal prep things. And I'm going to use this mason jar, and I am going to fill it full of wonderful deliciousness. And, you know, I've really been thinking, because we play on a travel ball team, and we're constantly on the go. So it's been real important to me to think, how in the world am I going to adhere to my schedule while we're at the ball field all the time? And I think this is going to be something that I'm going to make probably every weekend that we're at the ballpark, because it'll be easy to travel with. We have a Yeti cooler, and we can just throw it down in there. And that way I don't get hangry. Because I'm telling y'all, I am probably the meanest hungry person that you will ever meet in your life. And if you think I'm joking, just ask my husband. I hate to admit it, but it's true. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to make a Southwest chicken mason jar salad. And we're going to start with the chicken breast. And this is, I used to hate shredding chicken. I would actually just cut it into little tiny pieces and hated every minute of it until I learned this little trick. And you can literally shred your chicken. I've just got a chicken breast in here, and I've got my egg beaters. So I'm going to shred my chicken real quick, which I think that is like the coolest thing ever. This has changed my life, literally changed my life. I'm gonna just stick that down in there. See how it just literally just takes your chicken apart? It's amazing. So we're going to shred this chicken. And, okay, for the purposes of our demonstration today, that's good, because we're just going to need 1 ounce of chicken. And then what we're going to need to do is we'll need to make our salad dressing. And I cheated just a little bit, and I went ahead and I cut up some cilantro, some jalapeno, and some garlic. And I'm going to just put this in our little blender and get all that cilantro out. And we're going to blend this up until it's smooth. So let's just put our lid on here. Let's blend this up. Sometimes I can't get my Ninja to go on right. Let's see. It's like playing a game. There we go. So you're going to blend up your cilantro, your garlic, and your jalapeno. And then to make our salad dressing, we're going to add a tablespoon of oil. And don't worry if I'm going too fast. This will all be on my blog. So don't worry about thinking you have to keep up with all of this. So we're going to put some oil in there. You guys are going to be amazed at what a pretty salad this is and how easy it is to make. Whoops, if I don't drop it. Okay. Go and get that back on there again. I'm telling you, there we go. All right. It all went to the side, so let me scoop this down in here so it'll actually blend up for us instead of just pushing over to the side. There we go. Loud noise. Okay, so we are going to take our dressing and put it in our mason jar. Let's see here. I don't know where the best place to do this would be. And I know you can't see that, but that's okay. That makes enough for four servings, just that little bit that we did. And then what you're going to do, the key when you are doing mason jar salads is you want to make sure that you layer stuff. And you want to layer your more sturdy things nearest the bottom. That way they are not soaking up all the oil. So what you're going to do then is we're going to take beans. So I've got black beans that I'm going to throw in here. Okay. And you put half a cup in your mason jar. This will make 4, if I had all my ingredients out, this would make 4 salads. But for the sake of just demonstrating this meal prep for you, I broke it down just to make 1. So I've got my salad dressing, and then I've got half a cup of black beans. And then we're going to take an ounce of chicken, which this is our chicken breast that we had grilled 2 nights ago. And like I said, I normally will only eat chicken for about 4 days after it's been prepared. So we've got our chicken breast in there. So now we've got our salad dressing, our black beans, and our chicken, which if you missed it, I shredded the chicken up using the egg beater, which is amazing to me. I still think that's amazing that happens, that it works. So what I typically will put in here is jicama. I'll be honest, I sometimes have trouble finding jicama, and I just didn't want to take the time to go to the specialty store that's in Murfreesboro. So I'm going to forego the jicama this time. But typically I would have my salad dressing, my black beans, my chicken, my jicama, and then we do radishes, which the jicama adds a really good flavor to it, so I highly recommend it. Plus it's just more food and it's not high in calories, so it's a great choice. So now you've got your salad dressing, your black beans, your shredded chicken, your radishes. We're going to throw some onion on here. Okay, and then we're going to do some tomatoes. And then we're going to do cheese, just a little pinch of cheese. This has so much flavor that really you don't need much cheese. You will not miss having cheese in this salad, I promise you. And if I say that you won't miss it, you won't miss it. All right, and then we're going to take 2 cups of lettuce. I never use iceberg lettuce simply because there's really no nutritional value in iceberg lettuce. It also has so much liquid in it that it can cause some bloating and swelling that you generally will not experience if you use romaine lettuce. So I'm going to get 2 cups of romaine lettuce. We're going to pack this puppy down in there real good. All right, look how full that is. I mean, that makes a huge salad. And you can see that if you're traveling, I know a lot of people are traveling for spring break this week. Unfortunately, I'm not one of them, but many are. And this is something that you can take in a cooler in your car. If the rest of the family wants to stop and get fast food, you have this. It's very compact. You just shake it up to get the salad dressing everywhere. And then you can pour it out into a bowl. And we're going to top this with some cilantro, which gives it good flavor. And I have a lid around here somewhere. Here we go. So look at that. How pretty is that? I love these because they're so pretty. And as silly as it is, when I open my refrigerator, and I have a refrigerator in my garage that I keep for meal prep. When I open my refrigerator and I see all of, our food that's been meal prepped for the week, it makes me happy. And I love seeing these jars because they're so pretty. And I see Tatum just joined us, so she'll be proud to see that I just have a pinch of cheese in this. And actually, I'm not eating this. This is for demonstration purposes only. But this is our Southwest chicken mason jar salad. And y'all, it is so good. And if you missed it, the salad dressing, that's literally made with just some cilantro, fresh jalapeno, lime juice, and garlic. And it's not real spicy. My husband cannot do spicy. So by putting the lime juice in there, it really does take away from it being just overpowering spicy. I know you may look at the recipe and see the jalapeno and think, oh no, but the lime juice takes away from that. You just put that in your blender, add a little bit of olive oil, and that's your salad dressing. And then you have to layer your heartier toppings or your heartier ingredients first. So If you have something like black beans, have those nearest the bottom because they're not going to be affected by the salad dressing. Sometimes my husband will ask me to put corn or quinoa or something else in there, so we'll just layer that on top. You have the chicken breast, and as I mentioned, I used to hate shredding chicken until I figured out that I could do it with my egg beater, and that is like the most genius thing I think ever. I think every woman, when she gets married, somebody should take her to the side and say, let me tell you something. If you have to shred chicken, get out your egg beater. So instead of toaster ovens being, or toasters being the thing that you get at weddings, I think everybody should get an egg beater because it changed my life when I figured out I could do my chicken that way. Like, changed my life. And then I have purple onion, I have tomatoes, or I have radishes rather, and then purple onion, tomatoes, a pinch of cheese, and it's topped with romaine lettuce and our cilantro. So very, very, very easy. And the fact that I can just grab this out of the refrigerator, stick it in my cooler for travel ball. I have a tendency to be a martyr. You'll hear me talk about that all of the time. It's not necessarily a desirable trait, but I'm just being completely honest with you. So in the past, I might have, not taken anything, and then when everybody asked if I wanted something to eat, no, I'm eating healthy, and before the event was over, I'd be feeling sorry for myself and probably would sabotage myself. So being prepared is key for me. I have so many stupid little voices in my head that try to sidetrack me that I have to stop them every step that I can. And being prepared is absolutely key. So anyhow, I'm going to go stick this in my refrigerator so that my husband can eat it tomorrow for lunch. And we're actually having dinners that we meal prep. Since I've been doing a meal prep video every afternoon, we have a plethora of containers and food that is going to go to waste if we don't have some people over to eat them. But anyhow, I'll be blogging about this and some of my other favorite travel ball tidbits and other things that you can put in mason jar salads. So if you missed it or if you're just now joining us, I'll be reposting it later. Have a great weekend.